Hello, everyone. Hello, Dacha, my guest of today. And he will be talking about periodization. It's a circle of training for 3-on-3 athletes. Give us some light on how to prepare great team. He's a legend in Serbia. He run a lot of program and he's well known around the world for the 3-on-3 and more stuff they do in basketball. It's a great honor to have you here on this platform. Where the main focus is to share knowledge to help young kids to get to greatness, to get most of them skills, improve and grow as a player, and one day finally beat Serbia. I almost did once, but that was, almost. But that's the thing, competition, always competition. I hope that my guest will be ready for his finger next time I meet him so I can beat him and everybody will see it. Please welcome to Dacha, and it's almost Angolan because his name is Danilo, Lukic. Hello, brother.
Hello, everybody. Hero Victor, thank you because you called me to be the part of this platform, and I'm really happy because I've never been in contact with Africa, and I really like Africa. So that's one more reason because I'm more happy.
Perfect. And I'm so glad that you managed that. I know that you're really busy, and it's a great honor to have a special like you, and opening that everyone can at least take the maximum of your knowledge and bringing to 3-on-3 and 5-on-5 because you're such a master. And I'll be reading your bio and what you've been doing for the past years is really amazing. And thanks again to be here. So, no furthermore, we're going to push through the introduction. We have some people that are already online. I, Nazir Saleh. I, Eddie Daniel, for being in there and share with us this great moment. So, we go to the introduction. We want to know who is Dacha Danilo Lukic.
Yeah, my name is Danilo Lukic, but I'm known as Coach Dacha. That's my
Dacha.
nickname in
Mm-hmm,
3x3 especially. I worked
mm-hmm,
with kids, 5-on-5 kids, basketball,
mm-hmm,
and that was my first job. In the same time, I was studying Faculty of Sport and Physical Education in Belgrade. And when I finished
mm-hmm.
faculty, my friend Dan Majstorovic, who is now playing for Novi Sad and Serbia national team, he
I know it's a big star. I
yeah,
know
he
him.
called me and asked me, "Hey, Dacha, some guys from Novi Sad called me to play for national team on the World Cup."
Mm-hmm,
And I told him in which sport. He told me 3x3 streetball. Okay, I will help you. And I prepared him strength and conditioning and basketball. And he was very good. Not because I prepared him, but he's very good player also.
mm-hmm,
But after that year, we continue to cooperate next year. So after that 2 years, all team from Novi Sad called me to move to Novi Sad and to coach them. So from 2015,
mm-hmm.
I'm not in 5-5 basketball. I'm only in 3x3 basketball. So I prefer to talk about 3x3 basketball because I know much better. I know more than 5-on-5. I'm
Okay.
I'm specialized for 3x3. I'm trying to do just that thing because I think that you can't be good. You can't be perfect in all things. You can be perfect
Mm-hmm.
only in one thing. So I'm trying to be just good in 3x3 basketball. So I will
Okay.
talk about our our journey all these years, how we
Mm-hmm.
won 4 World Cups, 4 World Tour finals, a lot of
I,
challengers, a
I
lot
want
of
I want you to stop here. A lot of people have to understand. This guy right here is the secret weapon who pushed Novi Sad and the national team of Serbia in 3x3 to beat a lot of people's back office. You know, yeah,
maybe
So,
that's okay.
yeah, so it's that guy who used the strength conditioning to actually get the most of the players. So he's a legend. and is a guy that we really need to squeeze, take, your knowledge and use it here in Africa. And this is the man. And then tell us about what you do on the side. I know that you have right now, the pandemic just open you guys open down the doors and starting practice, and everything's a little bit like popping up for sport. I know that you do a lot of things with kids and you're training guys. How is now that you get back, and the new contact with the COVID situation, and the time that all those kids were in the house, because I know that in Serbia, because my son is in Serbia, been for the past 3 months, something like that, at home. I know it's not easy, and we really want to hear a little bit about you before we jump to the X3 to FIBA 3x3.
Yeah, first, honestly, I don't know the situation in Africa about Corona. I hope
Mm-hmm,
that it's okay first.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And in Serbia now, situation are normal, so we can practice as we want and as we like. So we organize also a camps for young 3x3 players. We are trying to find
mm-hmm.
another 3x3 players, to find another young 3x3 team. Okay, Serbia is well known in 3x3 because from the beginning until now, we are the best in team
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
category and the national team
definitely.
category. So we
And
won,
the individuals, yeah.
yeah, and the individuals, we won everything. When I say everything, I really think that we won.
Except the Olympics. The
Yeah,
Olympics.
we are
Let's see
hope
next
we
year.
hope that that is something what will make like a film. That is a film story about those guys.
Oh, for
So
sure.
what we are doing now is we are trying to find young players because average age from all
Mm-hmm,
the first 50 players from Serbia
mm-hmm,
is 31.7 years. So we are old. When I say we are
mm-hmm.
old, in 5 years we will not have young teams. So that is our next goal, to find young players, to create young teams, and we are working on that. I hope that we will do it. Also, I want to say about more 3x3. I think that that is a big area for every country, also for Africa, because 3x3 needs good athletes, because that is mismatch game. So you have to be a good athlete, and African players are well known as a good athletes, and that is a good starting point.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Hi, Edmure. Thanks again for the check. I just check up the microphone. Please confirm if you guys receiving that well, because it's really important, the communication. And I hope everything is okay. And yeah, this is really impressive. Um, the way you guys take the 3-on-3 at such a high level. And for sure, I will be on this side watching you guys at least, beat the American teams for more for the next 5 years. It's gonna be enjoyable to see, you know. And perfect, man. The theme of today for the people just joining us right now is the periodization preparation for 3-on-3 athletes. Okay, this is the what we're gonna talk today. The cycles, the timing, and how you can fix it to get the players in the peak of their form to perform as a high level. So the question that I want you. It's not a question. I want you to explain to our audience the type of energy, the amount of energy of the 3-on-3 compare by 5-on-5. The way, I know it's a tough game. I play it too,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
I coach you guys. Uh, what kind of difference exists on the preparations, and what kind of extra boost the 3-on-3 players who play at the high levels, we talk about professional, go to all those circuits, need in terms of conditioning before we jump into the presentation of your team.
Yeah, like you said, later we will see analyzing the games,
Mm-hmm,
so we will know much better about that topic. But the main difference is people like to call this sport tricks 10-minute sprint. So
mm-hmm,
when we count numbers of changing directions in up, down, left, right, back,
Mm-hmm.
backward, forward. That is almost twice more than in 5-on-5. If we measured heart rate, it's also bigger. So
Mm-hmm.
it's some kind of sprint. You have to be almost all the time in sprint, and that is we like to call you are fighting for to live, because that is when your heart rate is almost on maximum. So
Mm-hmm.
the point is to prepare the player to be the best in high height rate. So that is the
Okay.
biggest
Mm-hmm.
difference. Games are
Okay.
shorter, but is much more intense.
Okay. That's perfect. Thanks again for the clarification. So far, we don't have questions. Please, the format of today will be simple. We're gonna go through a presentation with numbers and science support from our guest, special guest, who's Dasha Danilovic, Lukic. Sorry, that's the name, Coach Dasha. Big time. And you guys can flow down the questions on every slide, and you will have the patience to reply it and clarify every point. At the end, we're going to share his social media for anyone who want to reach out or want to ask for the PowerPoint or some extra thing. So you're going to be able to reach him to his social media. And for any question that could help somebody else, please, if we finish the program, keep throwing out questions, because you're going all the time coming back and um, and actually support it and reply it. So now I think that we have one question. Okay. Coach Orlando Simões from Portugal is a professor who run 5-on-5 in Portugal. Is a great mentor. I know him for the past 10 years. He helped me to consolidate this concept 5 years ago. We're just launching right now. You have a question? I agree that 3-on-3 it will be a great area to the future, and also to coach the game 5-on-5. If the coaches teach the player to react at ball players and not put set plays on 3-on-3. So if I understand well, he said that give and go is the master
Yeah,
offense, point of the 3-on-3. And all the player, I hate that when I was young. That was the conditioning starting of the season. No dribble, give and go, pass cut, pass cut, pass cut. That was a
less
killing.
dribble, more passes. That's the point.
Thank you. That's
But
the point. Mhm.
if we compare 3x3 basketball from 2012 and
Mhm.
2019, it's a big difference. 2012, it was
Mhm.
only one-on-one game. World
Exactly.
Cup, the first World Cup, Dushan Bulu get the ball and play one-on-one. One,
Mhm.
two, three, almost every offense.
Single time,
But now it's
systematically.
completely different. You have to
Mhm.
run all the time and less dribble, more passing. Cooperate two players with the ball and without the ball. All the time you have to run. You have to fight for a
For the
10
ball.
centimeter space. And that is the point of today's 3x3. I
Mhm.
think that 3x3 is also good in practicing for 5-on-5, because
Mhm.
it's more fight. The players will be better in contact game. They will
Mhm.
have to score with the contact. They will have to do something with the contact, because in
Mhm.
3x3 you are all the time in contact. You are
Contact.
fighting all the time. When I say fighting, it's the basketball fighting, but
Mhm.
it's a big accent in 3x3 on that kind of game. So that is
Yeah.
the biggest difference in 3x3 and 5-on-5, but it's also a very good to improve 5-on-5 players. So we are
Mhm.
trying in Serbia to put 3x3 not just to be 3x3 player, to help to help players to be good in 5-on-5s in the summertime, to play 3x3 tournaments, and then they will go back in their clubs and they will improve some skills what they
Mhm.
can't do in 5-5 on that way. Also, the biggest difference in 5-5 3x3 is the players' independence. That means in
Mhm.
5-5 you have coach, and he's talking all the time
The
what you
time
should do.
I
In
have to do.
3x3
Yeah.
that is not, because
Mhm.
they have to be free in the game. If the coach says something that is technical, so you can't play. For the coaches, for the coaches, the job is to prepare the players before the game, and when the game starts, that's it. You have to enjoy and just give them some help.
Motivate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
motivate
motivate
them.
them.
But that is only what you can do, and that means that players have to be completely educated tactically to do what they practice. So
Mhm.
that is the biggest difference, and that is also good for 5-5 to
Mhm.
be to have some independence, to know what you have to do. So
Mhm.
that is the short
No,
answer.
that's perfect. You were really clear and on your explication. Now I think that we don't have another question. We're gonna jump to the presentation. So please, if you have some followers who have issues with the English side, it can be in French or in Portuguese. Please let me know on the comment below. It will be my pleasure to actually translate it in French or in Portuguese to make sure that the comprehension is extended for everyone. So this is the presentation. Oops, 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 oops. My bad. I have to go here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So once again, this is Coach Dasha for Serbia national team 3x3, the four-time champions, the number one in the ranking in the world in 3-on-3, the guys who dominate this portion of the game for the past 5 years, 10 years, something like that, right? Yeah,
And yeah,
they're great. It's not just you guys are winning, you guys are dominate. And you're making some dramatic intro. I remember like 2015, Dushan come back for surgery on his shoulders. Nobody was counting to play, and then he come back, jumped in, and just kill it. That was great. And I saw the game. I'm like, okay, it's not just the wheel. Physically, he was able to shoot from far, attack. And he was completely. He was come back like better than ever. And this all because of you. And as you know now, Danilo, you're Angolan. So beside the Serbian side, now we have you as Angolan, just to make sure that you know that you can, when you want to get tense, you jump over and we can share those moments. So 3x3, as everybody knows, is the new trend. And you have a lot of advantage. So we go to the presentation, 3-on-3 basketball, periodization, preparation aspect. So what you can tell us about periodization?
yeah. First, what is periodization?
Mm-hmm.
Periodization is planning your practices, making the program, what you do in the some period of your season. So,
Mm-hmm.
what is the point? The point is to, if you want to be good on the competitions, you want to be good, the best, you have to
Mm-hmm.
plan your practicing. So, you
Mm-hmm.
have a preparation period, competition period, and transition period.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have to prepare to compete and then to rest. So I will
Mm-hmm.
talk more about that later, but what is the point of the word periodization is to program, to planning the season before they
Mm-hmm.
start. If you want to have results, not just one result, if you want to have results month by month, you have to plan good. If you want to
Great.
have healthy players, you have to plan good. So that is periodization. We can go on the next slide.
Wait, one question. We talk about season 3-on-3. A lot of people just listen about, okay, World Tour, about this. Okay, now tell me, for our viewers, the season take how many games or how many competition? I know that normally officially you have the big tournaments or around 27, but as a team like Serbia or Novi Sad, how many games on three they play during the year? Just for people to understand that makes sense to have this program, because people here sometimes
Yeah,
they understand that three on three
that
just
is,
one weekend and it's over.
like you said, about 27 tournaments. Lately,
Mm-hmm.
we will see exactly year by year. But if we have
Okay.
7 tournaments and at least 4 games,
Mm-hmm.
so that is the number. About 100,
On
more than
100 games.
yeah, about more than
Yeah.
100. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of
So
a
long.
lot
It's a
of
long run. It's a
yes,
long run.
yes.
I remember
Just
Angola
to be
national
short,
team don't go to that
to be
numbers.
short, we have masters, that is the highest level, then
Hmm.
down on challengers and down on satellites. So if you are
Hmm.
one of the
And
best in the world,
the
yeah,
quests.
and quests, yes, sorry. So
Mhm.
if you are one of the best team in the world in top 10 or top 20, you are playing just challengers and masters. And that
Mhm.
means that you travel a lot
Not.
all around the world. That is
Mhm.
also a big part of 3x3 sport. A lot of traveling. Okay, somebody will say, okay, but if you play 5 on 5, also you are traveling to play in not as a host. You are playing away. So
Mhm.
yes, but 1 week you are at your home, and next you are
Mhm.
away, and then you
Alright.
are home
Mhm.
away. So
Mhm.
one by one. In 3x3, every tournament you are not playing at home. Maybe one. We have one
Mhm.
tournament in Serbia, and all others are all around the world. So that
Okay.
is the specific things. Traveling, a
It,
lot of traveling.
it look like you have already some of your fans come from Nigeria. This Olo Wafemi Adefeso is a big time journalist who do things online for the NBA Africa and the NBA content here in Africa. He's a good friend of mine, and we do some stuff, and we on the future announce some stuff. And your reputation as a Serbian team, as a Novi Sad. I be personally Novi Sad. I know the city. I loves it. We there twice with my club. At that time was Petro, and once with the Angola national team. We play against Divac and Peja, all those guys. That was really great. Uh, Thanks again, Olofemi, for your support. So we're going to keep going on the presentation. We go to slide 2, periodization. Depends on competition calendar that we were all talking about. What you can, share with us about that.
Yeah, and this is what is periodization exactly. How you plan. Periodization depends of 3 things. That is competition calendar. You
Mm-hmm.
have to know how many tournaments you will play, where are the tournaments, when are the tournaments. So that is the first starting point. What you write on your paper: competition calendar,
Mm-hmm.
tournaments. So we can
Mm-hmm.
go on the no, just to say, next are what is your most important tournament for some team. The first tournament in season is the most important because they are beginners, they are starting to play, so it's
Mm-hmm.
important to win that to go to some challenger. But if our situation is the first tournaments are usually challengers, that is
Mm-hmm.
something for us what we want to win, but for us masters are more important. So we have
Fast.
to plan to be the best
Mm-hmm.
on the tournaments, what is more important. And that is the biggest task for every
Mm-hmm.
coach, the biggest thing for every coach, to prepare to the team to be the best when the most important situation is.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what we, I think, did very good, because we were the best on the final games, we were the best on the final world tours, we were the best on the world cups, what is most important competition. Okay,
Yeah.
and the third one
Mm-hmm.
uh, is, do the players play only 3x3 or they play 3x3 and 5 and 5? What that mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you have the player who plays uh, 5 on 5, he
Mm-hmm.
comes to you to play 3x3 very tired, because he played
Yeah.
6 months 5-on-5, and after that 6 months
Mm-hmm.
he will play 3x3, and after that 6 months, so he doesn't have time to rest, he doesn't have
Mm-hmm.
time to refresh, to
To get back with fresh legs.
yes. And
Mm-hmm.
if you have that player, if he continue to play without some rest, he will get injury 100%. So
For sure.
we have to be very patient with those kind of players. We have to give them some period of the season. He will skip maybe 2 or 3 tournaments because of because he need rest, and after that we will slowly go to practice. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
we made, and a lot of teams made big mistakes because they immediately after 5-on-5 season play 3x3, and lately in the 3x3 season they get injured. So that is a big problem for 3x3, because in this time we have a lot of players who play both seasons. So that is
Mm-hmm.
also a big thing. We in Novi Sad and usually in Serbia, we are professional 3x3 teams. So they play only 3x3. And it's
Mm-hmm.
much easier to prepare them because they have that transition period to rest, to go with
Okay.
the family on the vacation, on whatever,
Mm-hmm.
because we are humans. So we have to live
Okay.
beside the basketball and 3x3. So
But
it's a big part.
on your 3-on-3, you have Mr. Robot.
Yeah, we have Mr. Robot
The
Sweat
robot.
also. He,
Yeah.
he was a very good 5-5 player. He was the world
Mhm.
champion with under 18 national team of Serbia. He beat Stefan Curry, the under Jordan in that national team. That is the biggest team
Now,
in
on that
Serbia.
side, I'm so proud of you guys when you beat US, man, every single time. Even with your national team in the World 2000, no, Olympics or World Tour Olympics 2004, you beat US national dream team, and I know you guys have a great basketball. I respect that a lot. Please, so the most important competition, we already talked about it, is the Master. I know we can throw out some numbers here, or we can't.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
money prize,
I didn't
the money
understand.
prize on the Masters, the money
Prizes
prize for
for
the Masters.
masters are $30,000 each,
Mm-hmm.
and World Tour final is 40, I think, and each challenger are 20. So
Mm-hmm.
if you are winner, if you win the tournament, you get the money. If you don't win the tournament, you get nothing. So that is a very complicated thing in 3x3. It's not for sure that you will get the money.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. This is a main game, and you have to go and they give it to the best, best of the best, and this is the way it goes. So we can jump to the other slide. So
Yeah.
far, we don't have questions. I will go a little bit in Portuguese, just wait a minute, just to make sure that if you have some people in Portuguese, they can ask questions too. Para todos aqueles que tiverem alguma dificuldade em português, podem formular suas perguntas e fazer-se presente para que em cada intervenção o nosso convidado possa fazer a tradução. Então, já que até agora não estamos a ver nenhuma reação, para nós assumimos que não temos pessoas da língua portuguesa nesse momento a ver o show. Okay, Dacia, we go to the next slide. I will do the zoom just to make sure that
Yeah.
people can see it. Okay.
Like I said, the first starting point is calendar of competitions. So
Mm-hmm.
I wrote our calendar, Novi Sad calendar, in 2016. It
Okay.
was, I don't know, 17 tournaments. It writes down, but it's okay. As you see, it's a lot of traveling because you have Doha in Qatar, before week is Abu Dhabi, before week is China, before that is Debrecen in Europe. So you are traveling not only on one continent and playing their tournaments and then to another continent. No,
Mm-hmm.
China, America, China, Europe, China, America. It's completely mixed.
Exhausting. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's exhausting. But this
exhausting.
season 2016, it was okay because just 17 tournaments and it starts in June and finish in November. But you can go to the next slide.
Okay. Yeah.
This is
April.
2016. It is 21 tournaments. So it
Mm-hmm.
starts earlier in April and finish
Mm-hmm.
also at the end of the October. That is also November.
Mm-hmm.
So destinations, more tournaments, 21. You
Okay.
can go to another slide.
Okay. There's another slide. Mm-hmm.
This is 2018. So 23 tournaments. Also
Mm-hmm.
start in April and finish in October. More tournaments. So more traveling, more uh,
Competition.
everything more. So we had 5 players. So you have to
Mm-hmm.
mix. Rules gives you to have 6 players. I think if in future every team will have 6 players because it's almost impossible to play all season without subs. So that is, as you see, you can see, I will not read the destinations, but you can see that is all around the world every week.
Okay. Now we have a question.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dacha. Edmore asks, sorry, first of all, he confirmed that he speaks Portuguese and I know this is really great in English too. So, but for that, I will do the translation. Doesn't matter. Just to make sure that we have someone who will get it. Now, he asked a question about um, what will be the relationship between motor skills, physical preparation, and mental preparation of a 3-on-3 player, and what are the main challenge?
About mental preparation, I said independence, player independence. That is the biggest difference because players have to be alone on the court. They are alone on the court, so they have to be prepared to be alone on the court. They will make their our decisions. So that is the biggest difference in mental preparation. Physical preparation, we will talk more later about that with
Mhm.
informations by analyzing. So it's also 10 minutes sprint, and this is 40 minutes with subs, and you can rest a little bit, lower heart rate and everything.
Okay.
And motor
So
skills,
now, motor skills.
yeah, motor skills. What is specific for 3x3? In 5 and 5, you don't have running back pedal back
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah, back. Yeah,
five
running back pedal.
and 5, I didn't rebound. I will turn and run straight 20 meters. In 3x3, transition is they get the ball. I have maybe 3 or 4 meters to run back and to shoot. So that is something what is specific, something back pedal running.
Mm-hmm.
What is also different, we will see on later, but uh, more changing directions.
Okay.
Space is smaller, and you have to change directions more. So it's mm, I don't know. It's very tough for your knees, for everything, if you're not prepared.
Okay.
You're changing directions more.
Okay, I will need to translate right quick for the
Okay.
Portuguese people. It's going to be fast. So, a grande vantagem, a grande diferença entre o 5 contra 5 ou 3 por 3 é a liberdade que os jogadores têm em jogar, ou seja, são preparados, são treinados mentalmente, tecnicamente, taticamente, e a intervenção do treinador é totalmente eliminada. O treinador não tem capacidade, ou capacidade não, poder ou autorização de pedir um desconto de tempo, ou muito menos de orientar os jogadores enquanto estiver em campo. Depois, por ser um jogo curto, é considerado como um jogo de 10 minutos de sprints sucessivos. Terceira coisa, como no basquetebol convencional, são momentos em que os jogadores, a certo momento que não está sempre em ação e pode repousar, no 5 contra 5 não. Há muitos movimentos de recuperação defensiva misturada em ação ofensiva, que é reação, em reação, em reação à bola. Mas isso também causa aqueles problemas no joelho e nas costas. Claro que tem que se trabalhar bem para não enfrentar esse tipo de lesões. Okay, it's on you. You're the boss. We can go on the next slide.
Yeah,
Ah, no,
we
wait. Wait, we have one more question for it more. I almost passed through it, sorry. So, is the periodization which is a systematic plan and program of training? How do you divide the microcycle, mesocycle, and microcycle? And can you explain the effect of jet lagging on the plane? So it's gonna be a little bit low the slide, right? That we're gonna talk
yeah.
about that, right?
My advice is to don't answer on this question because later it will be
Mhm.
explained in the slides. So
Perfect.
after that, if he has a question, he can ask whatever he wants.
Perfect. So may I jump to the next slide?
Yeah.
Okay, next slide it is. So
Yeah.
it's
This
still
is where,
Novi Sad season.
yeah. It's about 23 tournaments. So, but
Mhm.
it will be more because every year we have more masters. More masters mean more challengers. More challengers means more tournaments. So, in the future, it will be more tournaments. But the point is the same. So we can go on the next.
Just want to do a little quick math here. In each tournament, Novi Sad was the champion, city world champion, um, plays a minimum of 6 games, right? Minimum. It's 8 to 12. No, it's more than that. How
If
many
no
games?
one
4.
tournament on masters, you will play if you are playing final 5 games.
Okay, 5 games.
Five
And
games
then,
is it's for Novi Sad, it's almost all the time about 5 games because we are almost every time in the final.
okay, perfect. So people have to understand that they play 135 games average every single year. Even
Yes.
when we have Angola national team in minor generation where we play club championship, we play the Stankovic Cup, we play the World Tour. We didn't achieve 135 games. We stopped around 98, 100 game a year. So people have to understand it's a lot of games with a lot of intensity during the whole year. Just to to understand that this is
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a huge effort and it's a really impressive.
Good
Okay,
explanation.
so
I
there we
would
go
like
here.
to go
My
just
bad.
to 2018, just one.
2018
Yeah.
here. This one.
No, no,
May I
back,
do a
back,
zoom
back.
back? Okay,
One more back.
okay. One more back. Must be here. Let me move to. Okay, here.
Yeah, no, that is
One more.
2017. One
That's
down,
2000. One more.
down. No, 16.
This
I
one.
need 18. 18.
80. So it's gonna be here.
Yeah,
2023
that's it.
tournament, right? Yeah,
What I want to
80.
say
This.
in this season, this is probably the historical season. What I don't know, maybe somebody will do it again, but I want to say that guys did something historical. We
Mm-hmm.
didn't lose. We lose 0 game in this season on every master, World Cup, Euro Cup. That means that we have
Yeah.
31-0 on World Tour and 10-0 Euro Cup and World Cup. So
God.
we lost 0 games. This is something historical. I like to say every team can beat somebody. Every team can maybe win the tournament. Maybe they
Mm-hmm.
can be the best in the season. But
Mm-hmm.
if you are the best 7 years in a row, those players have something that all other guys don't have, something
Don't
inside.
have.
That is that
Mm-hmm.
mental, that is street culture what they have. I don't know what to say, but the point is that they are the different. And I wanted to say this because of them, because they deserve it to say it. This is
Oh yeah,
historical season 2018.
they're really great. You guys have a really
Yeah.
great team. I have to
Now we can
recognize
go
that.
on the slide with
Competitions. Let me correct the zoom. Okay. So Edmure, this is the question that you asked. So we here on the circles of the periodizations.
periodization. Yeah, this is
Mm-hmm.
2017, and this is how we planning the season. We put what is our the most important competitions. That is
Mm-hmm.
in this case, World Cup, Nantes in
Ok,
June.
let me do a zoom so people can see. Aqui são os períodos mais
Yeah,
importantes das competições. So April, yeah.
yeah, we have one, two, three, four different types.
Mm-hmm.
The lowest level are tournaments, our national competitions. If we win,
Mm-hmm.
okay. If we don't win, it's okay. Next one are
Mm-hmm.
challengers. We need to go in the final because finalists going to the masters. So if
First.
we
Mm-hmm.
win, it's better, but we have to be in the final. Then
Mm-hmm.
we have masters. We are trying to win as more as we can. If we can
Mm-hmm.
win every master, that is important. But the most
Mm-hmm.
important thing is Nantes, that is a World Cup for our national team, and the last tournament in the season, that is World Tour final. If you win that tournament, that is World Cup for the teams
Okay,
unofficially.
perfect. Okay,
And
those are the red peaks, right? The
yeah,
right, the red
yes.
colors are the Beijing and Nantes. Are
But
really like the
that
place
is
to
the
be.
structure for our team, our season. Like I said, for
Okay.
other team that are not the goals because maybe they are not on that quality to win the World Tour final. So they will put some challenger as the biggest tournament for them for the season. And you can
Mm-hmm.
go zoom out,
Okay, sorry, zoom out.
like
Okay,
you see, we have preparation period, competition period, and transition period.
transition period. Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, preparation period, we are preparing for the season. That is the period where we won all tournaments. Competition
Mm-hmm.
period, okay, you are compete, but in preparation period, you are doing for you are making success. You are making results. That is
Mm-hmm.
the most important period, preparation period. If you don't have
Mm-hmm.
preparation, you will get injury and you will get just one tournament to win and another no, you will lose. And what is important more is transition period to, like I said, to relax, to
Nice.
regeneration your
I,
uh,
I
body,
saw a picture.
your
I
mind.
saw I saw a picture. I saw a picture of Lucan, like in the lake, just watching like nothing and be there on the balance, just chilling. And I understand now. This is a lot. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of heat. Because this is really tough. People have to understand that 3-on-3 is a game of contact. So the body needs to rest and to actually view what they're doing for the past month and days, just to make sure that the effort was worth it. Okay, Danilo.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and we can see under these lines, preparation period, competition, and transition, we can see mesocycles, how we
Mm-hmm.
create them, and
Okay.
down them we have microcycles. So microcycles is planned for 1 week. Mesocycles
Mm-hmm.
usually planning for 1 month.
Mm-hmm.
Macrocycling is for whole season, but you have
Sure.
also macrocycling for 4 years planning.
Mm-hmm.
If you are planning Olympic games, you have to plan 4 season. So
Mm-hmm.
that is how it's going. 4 season, 1 season, 1 month, 1 week, 1 practice, 1 exercise, 1 detail. So that is
This is really impressive.
yes. Now I want to think, and he asked me how we planning jet lag and our, I don't know, planning for 1 week. I will say like this: we are traveling in. We have a flight in Friday. So Friday we are traveling. Saturday and Sunday we are playing the tournament. We are going back on Monday. We are home at Tuesday. So we have just 2 or 3 days for practicing. So the first day when we come back is to regeneration.
Straight.
So
Straight.
that means to massage, so to have just one easy jogging and stretching, and that's it. We don't practice that first day. The second day we can practice. Maybe we can play something, some tactics or something like that, and that's it. And the last day we just have shooting practice. And in all competition period we are practicing like that, because it's not the point to practice, to prepare in competition period. The point is to regenerate, to rest. And that is the problem, not just for 3x3, for NBA. 82 games in regular season and plus player. So they just have to be as fresh as they can be. So that is the point also in 3x3, and especially with jet lag, because you can, from China you come back to Serbia, that is 6 hours different. You are 3 days here and you are going to America, that is 5 hours different. Completely exhausted. You have players also have to be prepared to play without sleeping, because I have experience from Manila, from Philippines. Tomorrow we are playing. It's a final day, and we have a WhatsApp group. And Bulut send the message at 2 in the night. Is there anybody who can't sleep? I say yes, I can't sleep. And we was walking 1.5 hours in the night. So and then he slept only 4 hours and played final. But that is situation, because jet lag skills you and drinking the pills for sleeping is also not good. So it's different, like street ball. That is something unique for this sport. You have to be prepared to play without sleep, to play from directly from the airplane, because you missed one flight and you have to be directly on the court from the airport. And maybe that tournament will change your season. So if you coach some 3x3 team playing on the court, I don't know how it's say, but you can, it's no floppy. You can fall because the floor is not good. It's wet. That is also for some tournaments normal. So every of those conditions are usually for 3x3.
Yeah, it's really tough, and it's really impressive what you guys be doing for those traveling and jack legs, etc. And more. Hope that the explanation was clear about the cycles, and I will say that in Portuguese, that esse ciclo que está aqui apresentado representa aquilo que os campeões do mundo, Novi Sad, têm. Claro, pelo estatuto que eles têm, as competições onde eles são convidados, durante o ano fazem mais de 135 jogos. E esse é o gráfico dos 3 ciclos deles de preparação e de como é que eles baseiam-se para poder estar sempre no mais alto nível. Eles, entre as viagens e as competições, têm mais ou menos 3 dias para o treino, onde o primeiro dia é um dia de recuperação, massagem e alongamento. E no segundo dia já se recupera um bocadinho aquela intensidade até o terceiro dia. Que a coisa mais importante é recuperar o corpo para estar pronto para responder a outras necessidades nos jogos seguintes. So, My Portuguese is done now. Danilo, can we move forward?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so we have next slide. Let me see. My bad. Next slide. Mhm. 3-on-3 season. Okay, I
Yeah.
will do a little zoom on it. Okay, and we're gonna go by blocks. Just tell me to move. So make sure that people are watching it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is how we have preparatory, like right here,
Mm-hmm.
preparatory period. Uh, how we goes in to preparatory period with basic preparation. That means this line, what you see,
Mm-hmm. The
line
curve, this
is
curve blue.
intensity.
Mm-hmm.
Intensity. You're going slow. That is sorry. That is the line shape for shape of the players. How we want to
Mm-hmm.
go our shape, because it's
Mm-hmm.
preparatory period. They don't need to be in good shape. They don't
Mm-hmm.
need to be uh, in the situation where when they are playing their best tricks 3 game.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that is like it right. Nantes World Championship, that is the place where we should be the best. So we are planning
Mm-hmm.
the season to be the best in that period. The point of
Mm-hmm.
all of this line is super compensation. That
Mm-hmm.
means that you have a drill, you practice, and probably
Mm-hmm.
you're tired because you're practicing and you are
Mm-hmm.
not as good as you can be. But if you
Okay.
after those a couple practices go to rest for 1 day, that means your intensity of the practicing going down. Next thing is that you have super compensation. You are better than you can be. The point is practice, rest, super compensation.
Conversation.
Practice,
Mm-hmm.
rest, super compensation. You can't practice all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That is the point of this line. And when is a transition period, we don't need to be in a good shape. So that doesn't mean that you're not practicing, but in that period of
Mm-hmm.
the year, you are riding the bicycle, you're running, you are going
Mm-hmm.
walking around the mountains, you're swimming, you're doing all other activities what is not specific for basketball. And that is the
Mm-hmm.
way how you are going out from the shape, and you are going
Okay.
into the shape with the most specific exercises. And the
Mm-hmm.
most specific thing for tricks 3 is tricks 3 game.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how you create your shape, your sports form, how we
So,
call it in Serbia. So
mm-hmm.
if we want to be good, to be in the shape, we are playing more. If we don't want to
Mm-hmm.
be in the shape, we don't play tricks 3, we do some other things. And that is how you are making this line.
Okay.
And it's easy
Um,
when you are coaching just player who's playing tricks 3 season, like on this graphic. Now you can show us next graphic.
Next graphic, we move through it. I will do a little
Yeah, and this is
zoom
graphic when
out.
the players zoom out. Yeah, when the players is playing tricks 3 and 5 and 5, as you can see down where is orange and black, you
Okay,
can see that he
okay.
in one
Mm-hmm.
in one period of the year he's playing two different sports. He's playing two seasons in the same time, so it's
Mm-hmm.
completely exhausted. It's completely unpredictable, and making a line of shape in this situation is very difficult, almost
Hold.
impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So in the future, players who is playing tricks 3 on high top level, they will play only tricks 3. They will be professional for tricks 3.
Exactly, for sure. Okay. So no questions so far. Let me see. Nothing. Think that everybody are clear. We move to the next one. Aspect of preparation. Let me just zoom out. Zoom out. The aspect of preparation.
Yeah, we have two topics: periodization, planning. This is how we plan the season
Mm-hmm.
uh, with microcycles, mesocycles, and microcycles. Generally, we can speak
Mm-hmm.
about this, I don't know, 1 month. but this is general.
Mhm.
Second thing
Mhm.
is aspects of preparation. That means that we don't have only physical preparation. We have physical preparation, technical preparation, tactical,
Preparation, tactical.
psychological or mental preparation, theory preparation, and integral preparation.
Mhm.
Plastically, when I'm saying about that, that means if you have player who is perfectly physical prepared, technically prepared, tactically he knows everything what he has to do, mentally prepared, he's focused, he has a confidence, he has everything what he has to do, he's to have.
Mhm.
But if sorry, he has everything, physical, technical, tactical, but he
Mhm.
don't have confidence, he is not mental prepared, he will not be
But
good. Or you have player who has confidence, he think that he's the best on the world, and he's
well,
very he's skillful player, he knows the game tactically, but he is not physical prepared, he can't be the best, he can't be on the top level. So if you miss one of those six,
mhm.
you can't be on the top level. Mostly we will speak about physical preparation because you asked me about that. But
Mhm.
after that, I will speak about all of this just to know what is integral theory, mental, what is that? Because if you as
Mhm.
a coach miss one of these, you will lose. You will lose, believe me. Maybe you will win one tournament, but consciously, no, you will lose.
Mhm. Okay, pretty impressive, interesting. That we're gonna move straight to the first point with physical preparation,
Yeah,
preparação física. Mhm.
yeah. So I will show you some specific, this is only specific thing for 3x3 by analyzing the game. So we have
Mhm.
some analysis, and when we watch that analyzing, I will speak what is specific for 3x3. Go to the next slide.
Okay. Volume intensity.
Yes, volume and intense you can read, but that is the basic thing for every preparation. What is the volume? What is intensity? The volume of work performed measured by time, hour,
Mhm.
minute, seconds, or by distance. And intensity is uh, of the work performed measured by pulse, or that is heart rate, or by
Mhm.
measured by lactate. What is volume? That is like it writes when you measure something by stopwatch, how long
Okay.
duration or how many
Mhm.
meters players run. And it can one player can run 1 kilometer, but easy.
Mhm.
But if he run fast, and that is intensity, it's low or high. So all the time in every practicing, you have two lines, volume and intensity. It can be a big volume, 2 hours, and big
Mhm.
intensity, sprint. 2 hours sprint? No, it's impossible. But 2 hours low intensity? Yes, it's
Mhm.
possible. Or volume is down, it's a short, just 1 minute, but intensity is down. 1 minute to running slow. What is the point? But
Mhm.
1 minute intensity is high. That is the point, and that is the biggest difference in 3x3. It's uh,
Okay.
volume
Always high.
just 10 minutes,
Mhm.
but intensity is here.
Okay.
It's a
Mhm.
high intensity, and every practice, every game, every drill has volume and intensity. As a coach, you have to cooperate with that. Not like this, not like this. It's always like this.
Okay. No. Yeah, this is the way it goes. I mean, this is a
Yeah,
fast pace. Mhm.
I
Say
measured.
game durations.
Yeah, this is the game. Okay, it's when I was thinking, okay, what is specific for 3x3? It's 10 minutes, but how many minutes every player is in the game and is on the bench. So
Mhm.
I measured all the games on the World Championship in Nantes, that is
Mhm.
World Cup, and this is World Tour final in Beijing, team competition. And the point
Mhm.
is that every player is in the game around 7 or 8 minutes. On the
Minutes.
first
Mhm.
one, where is Marko Savic is only 5 minutes and 58 seconds. The
Mhm.
point is
Yeah.
that he was injured, and
Mhm.
today every player is almost the same time in the game and on the bench. So okay, it's
So,
about,
question,
yeah.
question. So, what you do in other word is like splitting the minutes, the intensity, the effort in the long run to have them at least have almost the same level of rest and the same level of activity, right?
You asked me about the practice.
Now, I ask you about this point, the World Tour in Nantes,
The
2007.
point is, as you see, you have about 17 or 20 subs. So every break you are making sub because the intensity is high. But I
Mm-hmm.
measured what is the time in the game. It's 8 minutes. For me,
Okay.
this graphic means nothing. It's just okay. It's it's about 8 minutes in the game
Eight
and
minutes. Yeah.
about 2 minutes on the bench. But what does it mean?
Mhm.
Then I'm going to the next slide.
Okay. Okay. Next slide. Mm-hmm.
I measured the intervals. This is the
Mm-hmm.
seconds from 0 to 15, from 15 to 30. That is the seconds. What is
Mm-hmm.
usual, the most common interval in the game and on the bench? And what I saw is that in the game, players are usually from 30 to 75 seconds. And on the bench, you are only from 15 to 30 seconds. So that means that activity are double. That means you have, it's a twice bigger than rest. That means that you are playing when you are not regenerate. You are tired. Your muscles are heavy. You have a big a lot of lactates in your muscles. The point is, when I'm planning the practice, that every exercise is twice bigger than the rest. We are doing something 1 minute, okay, we will rest 30 seconds. We are doing something 30 seconds, we will rest just 15 seconds. And that is the way how you are specific is preparing for tricks 3. Now we can go to another slide to be more closer to this topic. Next. Can we go to the next slide? No? Let's see. Where is our host? Okay, if he's not here, I will continue to speak about this topic. In planning the drills, that is the point. He's coming? No? Something wrong. Can you hear me? Probably no. Nema.
I'm back. Hey, Danilo, sorry I have a crash down on internet, but I'm back.
Yeah,
The
okay.
internet was
We just need
crazy.
presentation and next slide.
Okay, okay. Let me just go to it. Sorry, everyone, for this this little problem. So we here, we go to the next one.
Yes.
Okay, this is the next one. 3-on-3 match.
Yeah, this
One match later.
this is the resume what I was speaking. One match
Mm-hmm.
lasts for 15 to 20 minutes. But
Mm-hmm.
how many, what is the time in the game? It's about 8 minutes in the game, two on the bench. Okay, that doesn't mean nothing to me. And this is the point. The most common interval spent in the game is from 30 to 75 seconds. And that is 54% of all measured intervals. That is okay.
Mm,
We have something what we can get it, but this is probably the most important. The most common intervals spent on the bench are from 0 to 30, which what is 62%. So that is
mm-hmm.
the point. If we work something 30 seconds, twice less is rest, that is 15 seconds. When you're making some drills, that is the point for specific tricks, three drills. And the average distance covered is 771 meters. That is
Mm-hmm.
from 2015. But
Mm,
that is 2015. Today, I don't know. I don't have results, but I think that is more than 1 kilometer. It's much bigger
mm-hmm.
because games is faster
That's
and
the.
more running, more blocks, more everything. So players
Mm-hmm.
that distance cover is much more than 1 kilometer. We can go to another.
Okay, we're gonna go to another. What's this?
This is
Mm-hmm.
about intensity.
Mm-hmm.
Intensity. We will speak about volume. What is the volume? That is a time. 30 seconds, 5 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
distant cover. Okay, but maybe that drill with the 30 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
I will do slowly. That no point because the intensity is high, and this is the average pulse of the measured players. This is from Doha 2015
15.
is
Mm-hmm.
152, and average height rate peak is that is the max
Mm-hmm.
what players can have in those years, 186. The point of this and the lactates, if you have conditions to measure the lactates, it's about 6 millimole. The point of this is high level of intensity,
Mm-hmm.
duration, volume is not big. So you
Mm-hmm.
have to be prepared to that with small breaks. That
Okay.
is the point in creating your practicing. This
Mm-hmm.
helps me also now when I'm also trick coach. I don't do, I'm not doing now physical preparation, but this helps me to create a drills with a high intensity, with a low
Mm-hmm.
break. If we are preparing for tricks game. So this is
Okay.
the point. Next slide.
Next slide.
It's again about volume and intensity. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
it's always like this. When we are
Mm-hmm.
beginning preparation, okay, volume is big. We can practice 2 hours, but slowly because we have to prepare our ankles, our knees, our backs, everything slowly. Intensity is low. But after that, when we are going to competition period, intensity going up, and we will practice 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, but high intensity.
Okay.
And like I said, super compensation is the most important thing. So before the
Recovery.
yes, before
Mm-hmm.
the most important competitions, our intensity going down because we need to be rest. Transition period, that is the resting period. You don't need to practice 2 hours, you just need 1 hour. Easy. That
Mm-hmm.
is what is on this graphic. So all the
Okay.
time, just remember this, this,
Mm-hmm.
this, this.
This moment. Yeah. High and low intensity.
Yes. Next
Oops.
slide.
Wait, where am I here? Okay. We have this one.
Okay, we know that it lasts 30 seconds and 15 seconds is break. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we know intensity is high and it's short. We know that. But what kind of drill, what kind of exercise I need to create? This analyze is very useful. What is player load? Load is when you sub all changing directions. What I said,
Mm-hmm.
up, down, left, right, back in straight or back.
Back
When you
and
sub
side, move on the side, yeah, side,
every
slide.
every changing direction, and as you see
Mm-hmm.
in basketball, you have m- normally more than in 3x3. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have 40, and this is measured on college. That is 48 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
48 minutes, and 3x3 is only 10 minutes. But when we relativized on the time, we
Mm-hmm.
have on 1 minute. We have 1 minute, get 1 minute, and how many changing directions. We can see that you have twice more in 3x3. It's a
Mm-hmm.
smaller space, and you have to change directions more than in 5.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're creating a drills, so every time you're making drills with more changing directions. If you are technique practice, okay, I'm checking the ball, 1 2 3 changes, and then when I'm check the ball, I'm going back to the basket again, changing directions, not just left right, back, running back also. That is specific for 3x3, and this analyze is very useful for having a vision
Mm-hmm.
how to create 3x3 practice.
Okay.
So now we can go to the next slide and to finish
Next slide.
story about
Exactly.
the,
Specific conditioning preparation in 3-on-3.
this is three things what you have include in every drill. What
Mm-hmm.
does it mean? Kinetic movements must be the same or similar to the movements in the target sport. Those three things are useful for every sport, but I will speak for 3x3 basketball. So movements must be the same or similar. That means that you will not play on the basketball court with two baskets. You
Mm-hmm.
will play just on one small court.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Functional exercise must be developed the functions of an organism that are
Organism.
required to compete efforts in the match. That means that they will play on a high intensity, high
Mm-hmm.
intensity. That is the point. If they play slow, that's not the game for 3x3. And when they come to the real game, they will be very bad.
Mm-hmm.
Dynamic. The speed of performance and space mastering must be close or to equal to the requirements of the movement activity. That means right, left, all, all you
All
can.
the all the
Yes.
movement around you must be dynamic and
This is for
explosive.
yes, but this is for 3x3. We are talking about 3x3, but those three conditions you can if you are looking for marathon, it's completely
Mhm.
different.
Different.
So,
Exactly.
but those three conditions must be involved in every drill. So, about physical preparation, this is too general, but that is something that is starting point. We can't
Mm-hmm.
speak about details if we don't pass this thing. So with this, each coach have freedom to create a drill, but with this task, and that is the point for specific tricks three physical preparation. It's a little bit boring because only a theory, but it's
This you can go to the life, to the practical of the things. If you don't know the theory, you have to have that. You understand what you're taking from the paper to the life action. So definitely really great to get those insights.
yes.
By the way, just want to remember everyone, I will show now Coach Dacia, uh, Facebook, social media, for anyone who want to ask extra info or want to get the PowerPoint or have something extra want to talk to Mr. Dacia. So those are his Facebooks and Instagram. So you can get easier contact and talk to him. He'll be more than pleased to clarify some doubt or help you on what's going to be necessary for your needs. Please, Dacia.
For the end,
Mm-hmm.
this is just for periodization 3, the most important things. You planning the season, you get first what tournaments will you play, competitions calendar, how many tournaments and when are the
Mm-hmm.
tournaments. After that, you choose what is the most important tournaments for you. It depends of your quality of
Okay.
players you have. You have to prepare
Sponsors and team.
yeah, it depends of the quality of the team, but I like to say you have to dream, you have to put your goals high.
Hi.
Don't be satisfied just to play something. give
Mm-hmm.
you give you big goals, but in the shape of realistic.
6.
This
Mm-hmm.
is the second thing. And then, okay, we have 4 players. Huh. Is he playing 5-on-5? No, no, yes. This playing 5-on-5. It's completely different preparation for him because it's
Mm-hmm.
too complicated, it's too exhausted to play both season without resting. So that is the main thing for periodization. For physical
Okay.
physical preparation, like I
Aspect.
said, volume and intensity, like this.
Mm-hmm.
Have this on your in your head, and I
Yeah.
will not talk about that anymore. What I want
Mm-hmm.
to say, aspects of preparation. If you miss just one, you will not be on the top level. You know what is
Mm-hmm.
physical preparation. You won't know
Yeah.
what is technical preparation. That is a skills what you have.
Mm-hmm.
What I can say for 3x3, that a lot of one-on-one situations. So you as a player, you have to know to do a lot of things in right or left side, a lot of step backs, step sides to create
Act,
your
react.
space for shooting. You have to be
Mm-hmm.
able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the difference between 5 and 5, where you can do also that, but you get 2 blocks for you.
Mm-hmm.
Your duty is just to shoot, and here you have to create your space. That is especially in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Tactical preparation, it's completely different. It's a big area for 3x3, but tactical preparation, you know what exactly what I want to say. Mental preparation, you know what is that, to get focus on the game, to give your player just the most important information, not 10 informations. Players can recognize only 2 or 3 informations. So
Mm-hmm.
before the game, you have to find just 2 or 3 informations to give him. That is
Mm-hmm.
the point. Theory preparation means that every player, for every drill, every exercise, for everything, has to know
Mm-hmm.
why are they doing that. It's a big
Okay.
thing. If you're doing something because just you need to do and you're not thinking about that, no. If you, we can get step back as
Mm-hmm.
a player if he recognizes and knows that if he's doing step back and put all his weight on one leg
One
and
leg.
going back, and he is doing that because it's better. He can get create more space. The
Space.
second thing is to be in balance when he's shooting. He will think about that. If he's doing just because he's doing that, it's not good. He will not get it. So, especially with the young players, it's very important to speak
To
with them,
teach them.
teach
Mm-hmm.
them like a school. Every
Mm-hmm.
move is like a school, is like a mathematics. Step back is math. So explain to them every move to understand. That is the point of theory preparation. And if they get theory preparation, they will easy. It's not easily, but easier do
Easier.
that.
I
And
love.
preparation is what I'm talking all the time about the aspects of preparation. If you miss one, you have nothing. So you have make like this of every of this preparation, and that is the point of the thing. That is
Okay.
all about me, all from me from this side. Now your questions, if you have.
We integration preparation is the same that we talk right now. I like the pictures of the 3-on-3 World Tour.
Yeah, but
Uh,
that should be the video.
the
But
video.
I didn't send you the video. That's the point.
No.
To show you tricks 3 game. That is the
Okay,
game.
if you send me the link on the private chat, I can click it and share with our viewers right now. And then I already saw that somewhere. It's really cool. Can you send me the YouTube video on
I,
it? Or you want to? Or you can share on your side.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely. You can share that on your side.
I will share my screen. Okay, just to
Mhm.
find.
Uh, okay, let me just stop the PowerPoint here and go in some Portuguese just to make sure that people are there are with us. Ok, a apresentação acabou. Isto é que é aquilo que é a chave do sucesso da equipa de Novi Sad e da Sérvia, seleção de Sérvia de 3x3, que domina o 3x3 por os últimos 10 anos e ainda acredito que vão estar nos pódios por mais 5 ou 6 anos. Estão numa fase de renovação da equipa, à procura de talentos, e para aquilo que é o projetado 3x3, daqui para frente, o que está planeado é realmente ver a possibilidade de poder ter jogadores unicamente nessa fase de 3x3 e sem jogadores profissionais do 3x3. O que quer dizer que vão profissionalizar o 3x3 porque a junção dos choques entre os jogadores que fazem a competição 3x3 e no mesmo ano fazem a competição 5x5 torna-se um bocadinho sensível para aquilo que é o bem-estar ou a integridade física dos jogadores. Daí essa simbiose que o Zudachi até vai conversar conosco. Ele está preparando um vídeo para apresentar aquilo que é a magia do World Tour. Dacha, you got it?
Yeah, I need 15 seconds more, please.
Okay, don't worry. I keep people here, entertainment. Então, esta é a ideia que o repouso entre as competições, que é o primeiro dia, e a subida gradual da intensidade do treino, permite à Sérvia e à equipa de Novi Sad de jogar mais de 135 jogos no ano. Isso é mais que aquilo que o campeonato NBA proporciona. São mais jogos compilado entre o provincial, o campeonato nacional, os jogos nas seleções, as taças dos clubes, 4 jogadores com uma média de 8 minutos a 9 minutos conseguem compilar esses jogos todos. É fantástico porque eles não têm grandes lesões. É tudo isso devido ao Dacia. Ele conseguiu conceber, preparar e manter a integridade física desses jogadores que continuam a brilhar nos palcos mundiais. Danilo, you tell me
Yeah, I'm ready.
ready?
Share my screen.
Okay, share the screen. You have to go on the toolbars where they put like share the screen, hit it,
Uh-huh.
hit it, share the screen.
Share audio.
Now, when you hit the share the screen, and then okay, well you there? Okay, great. There we
Yeah.
go.
Uh-huh.
No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. You have to go and share the one who's on the middle. It's like share the window, and not the first one. We have like the first option, the second one. Yeah. Então, só mais um minutinho que já vão partilhar esse vídeo, que vai ser basicamente o final, porque nós não tivemos muitas fotos, perguntas. Hey, Sava! Can you write in English? I know that you feel at home. Danilo, this is Serbian. I will not be able to read that. Okay, I love this young kid from Serbia. He's a good friend of my son. They play basketball together. And his father played 5-on-5, was a great player too on Serbia national team. So I'm trying to put those guys on your hand to play 3-on-3 because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be the next for a lot of people. So you help me in translating what he's writing in Serbian because I ain't worked that part yet. Obrigado ao Sava Baja, que é o filho do jogador da seleção principal de 5 para 5, que pronto, está aí a ele jogar como filho, está aí a participar, a fazer umas perguntas. E quiçá podemos ter ele aí. Oh, Danilo, dos anormais, brother, como é? Tudo bem? Obrigado pelo apoio. Olha, já que estás ali, Gala, como é que fica a festa do 3x3? You can put play live.
You can see it.
Oh yeah, we got it. We got it. Perfect.
The point of those two short clips, is we lost by 3, and this is 3x3 sport, completely unpredictable.
Moving without ball, secure the rebound, share, respecting space.
So
okay, this is Dashan. This is the MVP, man. Ooh. He's the king. He is the king. You know. Yeah. Oh boy. He's cold, no emotion. Young player, you guys have to understand. He's so focused on what he's doing that even after he hit that shot, no emotion. He know that the game is not sealed yet. You have more to go. You see, look at his eyes. He's like ready for the next action. He's there, like swinging, like focusing.
4 points in one offense.
Hey, those guys don't want to let you win easy. Look out. Your boy looks so tired. Look at him. Number 5, he's done.
Yeah,
He's like, he's there like, okay, when is going to be done, you know?
There was contact again. The shot's off the rim. Finsgaard elevated sky high to pull down the board. Ovnik wrestling on the inside. Finsgaard goes to the pull-up, and he has come red hot.
Oh.
What his team needed. A 2 point previous possession. On this possession, he hits the tough pull-up J. And with 48 seconds remaining, Novi Sad Al-Haqda are trailing by 2. Finsgaard looking to take over down the stretch. Can Bullock and his teammates respond as they seek to defend their title?
So this is the world tour, okay?
Yes, semi-final, final world tour for the world champions for the teams. Shot clock violations.
Really?
We are down by 2.
Majstorovic is furious. He had a wide open lane.
Why did it close out?
If they score just 1 point, they are already win because don't let to shoot the 2 and that's it.
It has to be said. And now his teammates find themselves in a tough spot. Trailing by 2, 30 seconds to go. Novi Sad Al-Haqda 12, Trebovli 8.
So first match point.
Oh.
Shot by Sphinx. The Sphinx is off the rim. And now
This is really physical. Really physical.
You have to ask, it's Finsgaard.
For the win.
Wide open shot.
Nothing.
Beat the shot clock buzzer. 11 seconds.
Mental preparation.
Novi Sad Al-Haqda need a 2 to tie. They skip. It's Majstorovic from beyond the arc. And he drains.
So
Your boy.
almost lost the game, but they believed their focus. Nothing happened, and the extra time. The rule is who scored first 2 points.
Points,
That's
exactly.
Overtime. Novi Sad Al-Hotter's tight defense remains alive.
They look tired, man. They look like
very,
no
very.
legs.
It's
Yeah.
about
In Abu Dhabi,
35 degrees.
Abu Dhabi. You guys
Yeah,
gonna play in
very
Angola. It's gonna be 48 degrees, man. Like with the lions and you know.
crowd absolutely
Oh, great, man.
witnessing. Novi Sad Al-Watta, the number one ranked team in the world, the defending champions, live to fight another day by forcing overtime. Possession here is crucial. Go through to the final. What strategy do you elect? Fingar's been on fire from beyond the arc. So, do Novi Sad Al-Watta go for a quick and easy one? Or do they try and secure victory right off the bat, which is what Bullet's done? And he's done
Come on. Yeah.
comes up big.
just in 2 seconds, completely different.
Point to in overtime.
Is the guy. Is he? Is the
Now,
man.
yeah. But now just 3 more minutes.
Just to
Because
tell the people that
these
he's
tricks.
he,
Okay,
he's
we
been number one. He's been number one for the past like 10 years. How long is the number one in the world? Dusan.
from 2012.
They mean like 8 years. Number
Yeah.
one.
And this is final, but 2017 we have 4 points more
Mhm.
than Zamun, and just 1 minute until the end, and we had the ball.
You guys lost, right?
Yeah,
That was the one that you lost. Oh, look at that. Ah,
Win it this year. And they're 4 points away from doing just that. Rasic.
and this is also team from Serbia.
mm. Those guys,
Yeah.
Serbia. Mhm.
We practiced
The young
with
coming, right? The rookies.
Now let's see if Rasic can D up. Dusan out to the
Ooh.
no string music that time. And Mr. Doogie on the drive. It's 17-16. And then Savage took his eye off
lose the
the
ball.
left. So no quit in this
Mhm.
team.
Check ball. The ball is alive. 12 second. Oh, nice. Really smart.
Shoot for the win.
Mhm.
Dusan
Nothing.
Shoot it.
fires a blank there. And here's Rasic. Oh, miscommunication. And turns it over with 20 seconds to go. It's coming down to the wire. Dusan one-on-one with Rasic.
Ooh, he loved that step back, man. Oh.
Under 10 seconds to play. Dragovic one-on-one with Dusan. Dusan gets a hand on it. Dragovic. Oh my God.
Oh God, there's a dagger, man. Oh, can you bring that back just a little bit? The way throwing that shot. Look,
Novi Sad Al-Watta.
this is 3-on-3 on his best. Understand that people here in Angola, you have to believe that you can live from the playing the beach. Like every night we play here, we have like I will send you some picture. People play like basketball before the pandemic from 7 p.m. to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Look at that. This this is life, man. This is the way the game must be playing, man. This is
Yes. So I just want
that's now you guys have. Mhm,
what is exactly tricks 3. So in one moment you are
mhm.
up, you are almost win, but
Up,
in next you're lose. So you should play until 0-0-0 on the scoreboard, or on the
exactly.
time, on the shot clock. So
This is amazing.
that's all for me. If you have
So
some questions, you can ask me some questions. If you don't
so
have some,
far, it looked like we don't have questions. We just give a big shout out to the Anomais. Those are young guys who do a lot of great things online, and they love sport also. They give you a big shout out from Angola. We're gonna thank our sponsor, Obrigado, Equanza já, que é a solução do momento para todas as suas movimentações online, pagamentos, com seguro e de uma maneira fácil nesse momento da pandemia. Obrigado também ao nosso parceiro AngoBuild, InstaStat. Estamos juntos nessa luta de partilha de conhecimento e de crescimento. Danilo, Dacia. I love Danilo because you sound so Angolan. This guy right here, by the way, this guy right here, you see, what's his name? Danilo. You see?
Danilo
Does that know much? Danilo. Yeah. Castro. Yeah. This is you have the same name with you. That's why when I was always talking about your name, I was thinking about him. He's a great guy and he'll be doing amazing things around. So thanks again for to be with us. We don't have no questions. I will share once again Coach Dacia social network for anyone who want to get in contact, want to ask for the PowerPoint, have some extra questions. You can ask him straight to his social media or keep posting on our video. It will be available for the whole year, this episode. So we can keep throwing infos who will be available for anyone who want to get to that challenge to be excellent, to achieve what Serbia and Novi Sad are done. And now you owe me something. You have to tell me what that young fella wrote in Serbian. Come on. At least that was for you. I can't ask your question because it's in
Answer
Serbian.
this question.
I don't know if it's a question. It looked
Yeah.
like it's a question. A
He,
question. I don't know what he wrote in there.
if he has pain in his muscles, does he should practice or rest? That is his question. And the answer is yes.
Rest.
He should practice, but let me say high intensity. If you have pain muscle, just go down, stretch a little bit, jogging, roller massage, and tomorrow you will be recovered more. So that's the answer for Sava Bajic Baja. Now in Serbian, Bajo, ne moraš da treniraš, samo malo smanjiš, izrolaš se i sutra si bolji. I onda postaneš najbolji igrač na svetu.
I can't. He just respond, but he put the crazy words. I will not put that in the air. This is a great kid. I like him. He's really curious. Something that a lot of young players now don't have. Asking question, want to know more, be there, and like I have a chance to play against Stojakovic, against Divac, and at the end of the game, I went to them and said, "Look, how did you prepare? How did you guys down there? You have always to try to ask question to who be there and pass to where you want to get to, and we're supposed to have." Dushan on our show, but I know that right now he's on one phase of recovering and stuff like that. He's kind of busy, but we hope that we can have him here and share with him a lot of things because he have a lot of fans. It's gonna be fun to have him around, and look like we done. And it was a great run so far, and I hope you guys to see you on next Saturday. We're gonna have a special guest. His name is Mike Scholl. A lot of people know him. He was coaching he's American from LA, coaching the national team from South Africa. He was a representative of N1 when just started, and he was scout for the Detroit Piston, and Dallas Mavericks. He will talk about the story of Angolan players. The first Angolan player who didn't make the league, that was me and Olimpio Cipriano. Was the true story between our road to the way to the NBA. So it's gonna be great to share that back and etc. So Danilo, thanks again. Danilo, no, Dacia, Coach Dacia, please. I respect the 4 championship, but I have 30, 39, championship back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great conversation.
Yeah, thank you for the invitation. Thank you all the guys who listen to me. If you need any question, any informations about 3x3, about these topics, what I was speaking about, send me.
Mhm.
You have my Instagram, my Facebook, and that's it from me. I hope in the
Let
future
me
that I
let-
will come to Africa, because that is one of my wishes, really. Because I think that African players,
you'll be a great value for us for
yeah,
sure.
very, very, very good athletes, and that is one of one of the points today in this basketball of 3x3. That is something that you need. So I want to coach them to have also this.
Mindset. Yeah, this is the main things.
Yeah,
Thanks again. Thanks, Ekwanzaja. Thanks. Yeah, you have 9. So when you gonna have your 10, we gonna do the 1-1-on-1 things, and we gonna take it. That's perfect. So have a good one. We're gonna close out with the 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 finished intro videos, and thanks for everyone to be around, and see you next.